Hello all, and return to my English Civil War collection here. Again, 15mm, all by Steel Fist miniatures. These are the first of my many cavalry regiments. These are the King's Lifeguard of Horse. And this is my favourite cavalry regiment of the war. This regiment represents them at rest. Steel Fist do charging poses and at rest, and for the King's Guard I decided that they'd probably stick with him more than often than not. At least in my head. So I wanted them at rest, or at least ready and not charging about. You can have them both, I think, but I just like them at rest. These were lovely to paint. Like I say, my favourite regiment. I really took time with these. This regiment actually, because they're at rest, give me a lot of appreciation for painting horses in this scale. And painting horses has always been something I've hated up until recently, and now when it comes to cavalry it's one of my favourite parts to paint, which is very strange, but there we go. So these represent the Lifeguard. They're all beautifully detailed, again from Steel Fist, and like Steel Fist, each and every single one of them is individual. This is all one pack, one single pack, so you buy the packs. Cavalry in 12, infantry in 24, I think. But again, in the cavalry, every single one is unique. There's no two figures that are the same. Creates fantastic variety. Some of these figures are stunning. And again, they look like potentially they're based on old paintings. Lovely figures. Really enjoyed doing the cavalry. I've got 4 cavalry regiments now, and I'll go through them one by one as I get to them, but I won't go do them all together in one video. I want to do them individually. So, and they all are all in various pieces of armour, as it would have been. It's not uniformed as we think of today. They would wear pretty much whatever they got their hands on, and although they are technically cavaliers, they wouldn't have been dressed all in flamboyant hats and things like we usually tend to think of. They would have worn, like this group here, they would have worn pretty much the same as the parliamentarians. Their lobster pots, and yeah, it's a bit of a myth that it's swish hats for cavaliers and roundheads wore the armour and stuff, but both sides would have been knitted out pretty much the same. Like I say, this is the first of 4 regiments I've done so far, and this is King's Lifeguard of Horse. I'm also planning to do the Queen's Lifeguard of Horse as well to go with these, and have a small little brigade of them. I haven't done a cavalry command base yet, but I'm working on doing one to go with all these. Although this regiment here will stay with the King, I think, more often than not. So yeah, that's my favourite cavalry regiment. Love doing these. I love doing all Steel Fist miniatures, to be honest. They are just a joy to paint, and the fact that each one's completely unique makes it even more fun and creates a nice little scene. I plan in the future to do a tutorial on horses as well as miniatures themselves, because I've been asked how I do the buff coats of this scale. And if you've seen any of my Japanese so far, I actually use similar paints. So, anyway, that's the first of my English Civil War cavalry. There's plenty more on the way. Cavalry is my favourite units to paint. I'm a bit of a cavalryman, really, just like my French Hussars. I really enjoy painting them. But this is the first of many of the English Civil War cavalry. Take care, guys.